5 seconds over.
It's now live.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Saima Khalid, representing Middlesex University in Pakistan for your admissions, scholarships, and visa assistance for the September 2020 intake. With me, let me introduce you to Mr. Anus Faris, Regional Recruitment Manager, Middle East, North Africa, and Pakistan. We are here to answer your queries and to accept your application on spot for the September 2020 session. So now this session is over to Mr. Anus Faris, who's going to describe about Middlesex University and the details regarding the entry criteria, scholarships, faculties, facilities, which is offered by the Middlesex University. Yes, Mr. Anus, over to you now.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm joining you from UAE, where I'm based at, and Middlesex University main campus is in London. I have prepared a thorough presentation for you, which gives you an exact idea of how the university is, how the programs are. So let me go straight to that. We are a London-based university, which means that we are located in London. We are in North London, exactly, as per our location. Let me share my screen. Yeah, here goes. So it's, I hope everyone can see it. It is a presentation that covers what Middlesex is all about, the fees, how the certificate would look like. Basically, I will also talk about what kind of programs do we have. Right. So Middlesex University is a global university. We have 4 international campuses. We have the main London campus, which is located in North London. We are 25 minutes from central London, which means we are not in the hustle bustle, in the busy area of London, but we are 25 minutes away from London in a place called Hendon. Hendon is a calm, quiet, and peaceful place for the students to be. And whenever students want to enjoy, have a good time, they can take a tube or bus, and in 25 minutes, they are in central London. We also have a campus in Dubai, a campus in Mauritius, and a campus in Malta. Now, the benefit of these campuses is that students can get an exposure to different countries. So if I talk about, talking about Middlesex in a nutshell, we teach more than 40,000 students at our campuses in London, Dubai, Mauritius, Malta, and at our partner institutions across the world, making us one of the largest university-level education providers in the world. Our research is outstanding. 90% of the research that is done at Middlesex University is internationally recognized. There's a diverse community at Middlesex University. Students from 145 nationalities are represented there, which means students who are studying there, they can make friends worldwide. We have a global presence, as I've just mentioned, that we have 4 campuses in London, Dubai, Mauritius, and Malta. Inter-campus transfers are also seamless. And every year, about 30 to 40 students from our overseas campuses take a transfer to the London campus. We have global linkages with more than 80 partner institutions worldwide. We have also 15 regional offices located all around the world. When you study at Middlesex University, you will get a high quality student experience because of a National Student Survey. National Student Survey is an annual survey where students vote for the academic support, teaching quality, facilities, learning outcomes. We also have a global reputation for education. We have received some accolades, some awards, Queen's Award for Enterprise. We are the first university to open a network of recruitment offices around the world in the early 90s. We are one of the first universities to establish an international branch campus in Dubai, which was in 2005, followed by Malta campus, followed by Mauritius campus, I beg your pardon, in 2010, and Malta campus in 2013. We are high in employment as well. 91% of the students employed within 6 months of graduating. It is according to the survey that was done in 2016 by the Destination of Leavers from Higher Education. Hendon is our flagship campus. We have 6 academic schools which are offering over 300 undergraduate and postgraduate programs. They are programs that are aligned with the business, industry, and the professions. Art and design, there's a School of Art and Design. Then we have Business and Management School. Then Health and Education. We have School of Law, Media and Performing Arts, Science and Technology. So these schools offer cutting-edge programs and are experts in the subject areas. We have state-of-the-art facilities. We have a high-tech computer laboratory, a lecture theater, Shepherd Library. Now, Shepherd Library is one of the most modern libraries that you can find. We have about 750,000 books and journals that are available there, about 300 workstations that are available for the students to sit there in front of a computer and they can get all the information they require. Purpose-built social spaces. Recently, we have invested about £200 million in developing facilities for the students. Earlier, we used to have 3 satellite campuses as well around the Hendon campus. One was in Trent Park, the other was Cat Hill campus. And then there was Tottenham as well. So all those campuses were moved into a single space. We managed to purchase land around Hendon campus. And now I'm very happy to say that we are one of the few universities with a single campus universities in London, which means everything is all at one place. Let's move on. Now the sports ball is an annual event organized by MDX sports teams and the Students' Union, at which sports clubs come together to celebrate and recognize team and individual sporting achievements. So we also have got a fitness pod for health conscious students and MDX house where students come and mingle with each other and interact. We are high on employability, as I mentioned earlier. 90% of the students, when they complete their qualification, they get an employment in the first 6 months of their graduation. We have a student ambassador scheme. We organize a variety of events there, both on and off campus, now involving young learners, prospective and current students in and outside of London. Our student ambassadors act as advocates for the university and its facilities, as well as acting as role models, helping to raise aspirations and awareness of higher education. The new government has reintroduced the post-study work rights for the students. So this is very exciting. In the coming months,
Exactly.
students.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, yes, I would like to say that this is very exciting and very important pointer, which we really need to highlight. The
Yes.
post-study work visa, which is actually known as a general immigration route, and the students have lots of questions related to the general immigration. If you please side by side highlight the immigration policies, if you have any idea about it, if you want to elaborate it for the students, because it's very helpful to
Right.
decide the UK as a destination, who are
Yes.
looking forward to stay in the UK as a long term.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So we are very excited about this as well. Since it is the first cohort of students that will be going through the post-study work route once they graduate, we'll try to answer as many questions as we can, but
Yeah.
more technicalities, we can get more information, and then we can provide that information to you later on as well. So yeah, I hope that that this scheme, looking in the current scenario of COVID-19, will not be taken in the following year, and students who go for the September session, they will be accepted for the PSW programs.
Hopefully, we are yeah, hopefully. So we are always we are also very motivated, and the students who are hearing about this policy and they're reading and they're very updated. So we are receiving lots of inquiries about it, and we understand that we will be receiving further updates on it. So we'll guide our students accordingly. As far as this, the current slide, which we can see on our screens, the employability support. Can you please elaborate about the placement policies for the postgrad and undergrad? We have some placements added in the program. Undergrad students have the sandwich in the postgrad as well. We
Yes,
have some work placement opportunities, the professional development practices modules available. So please elaborate side by side.
Okay, now thank you for pointing that out.
Thank you.
There are three types of programs. One is the sandwich program, one is the plain program, which is the normal one. So students go into a bachelor's degree, studies for 3 years, they're out, graduate, and then they can opt for like a master's program if they want to, right? That's the normal route. Now, in the sandwich program, the student starts the program, the first 2 years are all study, right? And the third year of the bachelor's is where the university places them in a company where the student works, gains the valuable work experience, and earns money, whatever stipend is given to them. And then they come back and complete the final year of the program, and that would be the fourth year of the bachelor's degree. So 2 years study, 1 year employment, followed by 1 year of study. That is the sandwich program.
Yeah. So is this the option? Is this the year is optional? I mean, the students are
Yes.
mandatory. They important. Is it important to take them
No, it
in order to
is
in
optional.
order to complete the degree? And does the students get the credits for the additional year which they take to
Uh,
finish the program?
no, students don't get the credit for that,
Okay.
but it is always a plus point, more valuable than a normal degree, because the first 2 years that the student has studied, in the third year of their sandwich or their employment, they apply what they have studied in that year. And once they apply, they know how to apply, how to get the most of their work there, right? And
Yeah.
when they come back, they uh, apply whatever they have learned practically into their studies, and they contribute to the program. So that
Okay.
makes it more valuable, right? So
Exactly.
yeah, it is optional. Not everyone has to do it.
Compulsory. Yeah.
Mandatory, yeah.
It's
So
optional. Okay.
yeah, those
Are
who
there
want,
are there any degrees who do not support this placement here? Who do not, I mean, for which the university don't offer this year the placement program,
okay,
the sandwich year.
I was coming to that. There
Okay.
are very few programs, but when a student wants to go for a sandwich program, they have to, at the time of admission, they have to let the uh, uh, university know that they want to opt for the sandwich program. So
Okay.
once they are there at the campus, they have to contact the student office and let them know as well that, see, I have applied for a sandwich program. So please put my name in the sandwich program waiting list, so that after 2 years, when I get to the end of the second year, I would be having a place or a vacancy in a company, right?
Okay.
So that is how
So
it works. Yeah.
sorry about it. Yeah. So
No, no, no. Go ahead.
मेरी voice में थोड़ा distortion आ रहा है. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm so sorry about it. Yeah, so my question was that you said that it's not compulsory for a student to book the placement before he applies his visa. It's not necessary to grab it while he is getting the visa. I mean,
No, it's
it's
not.
not. Okay, so the offer will come as far as the undergrad admissions are concerned. So offer will come for the 3-year program, and
Yes.
in the first year, as the students they arrive there, so they have to notify, inform that, and show their
Student
interest.
office. Yes.
Okay, and then that will be secured. Okay, for
Yes.
them.
Yeah.
All right, that is
Now
very
the
good.
second, okay, the second option is that
Yes.
students uh, will go for the post-study work, which is open for undergraduate and postgraduate students. So once they complete 3 years, they can go for a 2 years post-study work where they earn money, they gain valuable work experience, and if they don't want to study any further, they come back. And when they apply, coming back to their own countries, they have this statement mentioned on their CVs that I have worked in London for 2 years, which is very, very valuable for the employers.
Perfect.
Right. As far as the postgraduate students are concerned, we used to have a lot of programs with integrated placement option, but I regret to inform you that those integrated placement options are not available at the moment. Now, the difference was that because the government of United Kingdom, they did not approve the post-study at that time. So what universities did was they wanted to accommodate students, and so they gave them 1 year of placement as part of the program. So that is why it was called integrated placement option. Um, from now or from January 2020, and if we look at September 2020 recruitment, those programs have been discontinued, which means, for example, if there's a marketing management program with integrated placement, now there will be only marketing management master's program without the placement option. So the placement options are removed by the removed from the programs, but the main programs will still be available for the students.
Okay, so this is because the general immigration route policy, right?
Yes.
Okay, but rest of the universities is still offering the program. So okay, but
I
this
don't know
really makes
when they
sense.
will,
This really makes
yeah,
sense.
it's a,
Yeah,
it is.
when automatically there is an opportunity awarded by the UK government that they are having opportunity to stay for 2 years there in the UK, and they can look for the job, they can search for the job, or they
Yes.
can search for the skilled work visa category as well. Uh, that's good. We have received a query in the middle of our conversation, and the query is from a student.
All
Her
right.
name is Mehvish Rashid.
All right.
She is asking for the English language test for international students in future.
All right. Now, as we are talking about it, the university is deciding to go for a test that is online. I don't have the details at the moment, but as soon as it is set up and it is up for the students to take, we will let you know when we have this the information. But as of
Perfect.
now, we don't have anything. We are relying on IELTS anyway.
I would on this at this point, I would like to advise my viewers, applicants, students to quickly register with one of the HR counselors, and they are seeing our numbers on the screen and comments box. So, and the email are also mentioned, and the numbers are given, so they can register their interest, and we'll get back to them as soon as we get the details regarding the English language test from the university later. Thank you so
So
much. Another query is here,
yes.
and it's very interesting, and I'm sure that you will be enjoying explaining this. That what does Middlesex University means? Why the name is Middlesex? So how can you, I mean, want to describe?
I think
Want to describe
that's a very good question, because it gives me opportunity to explain why it is named as Middlesex. Now, Middlesex has got a lot of history attached to the name, right? In 5 AD, that's long time back, right? In 5 AD, when Anglo-Saxons came in and settled in London, some settled in the east side of London. So those were called East Saxons, and some were got the place in the north side. They were called North Saxons. Some in the West Saxons, and some in the Middle Saxons. So
Okay,
the
very
east ones were
interesting.
called Essex,
Okay.
yeah, and the south were called Sussex, and the middle ones were called Middlesex. So that is where the name came from.
Oh, wonderful. So, do we have any link supporting this description? So, maybe that would be
Definitely,
helpful
I
if
can search for them and send them to you.
sure,
Definitely.
sure. We'd love to have it. Yeah,
Good.
so
I'll do
we
that.
can read it again. Once again, we can read it and see. I mean, because we sometimes we get the inquiries from the students, and we have to elaborate them as well. So what is this
Sure.
name? Yeah. So it's
Sure.
very nice, nicely elaborated. Thank you so much. Another
Thank you.
query. I'm sorry. We'll be continuing the presentation as well. So the questions are coming.
Definitely.
So we should
Yes.
go through all the queries and yeah,
Okay.
simultaneously.
Sure.
Okay, so one another question is regarding our top-up IT program. The students who are coming from H&Ds, APTEC is very popular in
Yes.
Pakistan,
Yeah.
Karachi as well, and all these regions, Pakistan. So APTEC, can you please elaborate about the top-up programs and entry criteria about it?
Okay. Now, uh, uh, we have association like global association with AppTech. So once they complete their ADSE, which is their Advanced Diploma of Software Engineering, they can opt for the final year of the program, right? Final years of the bachelor's program. And now, because the programs have been carefully mapped. Now, the AppTech program has been mapped with our programs. So not all programs are valid for this uh, scheme, right? Um, there are a few programs, like 3 programs, that are up for AppTech students. And those programs are Bachelors of Science honors in information technology, BSc IT, we call it. And then we have BSc Business Information Systems. So we call it BIS. And the third one is IT with BIS. So these 3 programs the AppTech students can opt for. And there are 3 levels they can do that. I don't know if you know about it, but if a student has done their basic program, which is a DISM, Diploma of Information Systems Management, they can opt for the year 1 of the bachelor's. If they have completed HDSE, that is a higher diploma of software engineering, they can opt for the year 2. And once they complete the full program, that is ADSE, they can opt for the year 3 or the final year of the bachelor's. We also have MOUs signed with ABE and HNDs, PSN HNDs. So for those programs, if a student has completed an HND with passes and merits, they will be accepted on to year 2 of their bachelor's. And if they have completed in merits and distinctions, then they will be accepted on to the final year of bachelor's. That is the rule of thumb that we have with ABE and Pearson. Right?
Okay, that's fantastic. Very nicely elaborated. We have another question for you. It's
Right.
related to cardiology. A doctor has contacted us, I think.
Okay.
And we have received interest related to the program, which was MSc Cardiology program. And now I think this course is offered in change of name as a cardiac rhythmic management and electrophysiology.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Let me
can you please
see.
elaborate what is this course and what is it, and what are the criteria to get into, and how this course is beneficial for a student looking forward to up for the career in cardiology?
Let me see. Masters of Cardiology. So
Yeah.
I'm sharing a screen which have all the master's programs in the health and biomedical sciences. So if you go down, this cardiac ultrasound is another program. So there are a few more programs that have been added, right? So for example, click on this. I suggest that students should go to the modules of the program to see if they like the program. Now, why we change the name of the program, it is for the main reason is that looking at the market, if the name of the program is cardiac rhythm management, it would make a bigger impact with the employers. That is why basically the name is changed. Yeah. So let me scroll down to the course contents. Yeah. Now you can see the modules. So if you click on a module, it gives more information about the program, about the module. So if you like the modules and they are in line with what you want to do, then you can choose a program. So I suggest the gentleman who has asked this question.
You can share the screen so the viewers can also see the page.
All right. Let me see. Let me share the screen. Yeah. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, for example, I have opened the page where on our website where cardiac ultrasound is displayed, and it gives information, vital information, 1 year full time, 14,000 is the fee, and it starts in October, right? So we scroll down. You have to scroll a bit, so right? So course content, and then you come to the modules, right? So you click on this, and it gives more information about the modules. All right. So these are the modules. Some are compulsory, some are optional. So you can choose the optional one, but the compulsory ones you will have to complete.
Okay, so you mean that in order to select the program and to see the difference in between the programs, students should go on to the module sections and they can
Yes.
easily compare the programs and can choose, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
this is very much clear. So can we just wrap up the remaining slides if you want to give any,
Sure.
if you want to present it? Uh,
Sure.
and that would be fantastic if you just highlight the popular programs, more, mainly data science. And if you have business analytics and business related programs, and accreditations are very important because the students, they do check the accreditations as well when they go and decide see the
I see.
universities.
We have a few accreditations.
Yeah.
Sure.
So we should
I'll do
highlight
that.
accreditation and we see them in the popular programs only. Yeah, that'll be very
Right.
cool.
So the most popular programs are, I think, business and management. We have accounting and finance, business and management, human resource management, right? So if we click on this, we'll get all the business management programs that are there, right? Business management, marketing, innovation, human resource management for undergraduates. And on the
Yeah.
right-hand side, you can see uh, um, global supply chain management. Now, the integrated placement courses are showing, but they will be removing it anytime now because we are
Okay.
not offering them. So, global supply chain management, the plain program, if you notice, there are with placement and without placement as well. So, now there will be only programs without placements that will be displayed on the website, right? So, international business management is there. We also
That's
have um, International Business Management Enhanced Program, which means 3 extra months are also available for those students who have not been able to achieve a second class lower degree. So even if they have a third class, they can go for the International Business Management qualification, which is this one. And if you click on this, it will show you, yeah, this one, enhanced. So it is a 15 months full-time program, right?
okay.
And the fee is 17,500 for international students.
Alongside, if you highlight the scholarships as well, that would be very important for our students and
Okay,
viewers to know.
okay, sure. I have included the scholarship in the presentation that I have. But now that you have asked this question, now uh, all the students will be receiving a 1,000 pounds off the tuition fee. Why we call it a regional award and not a scholarship? Because this is not competitive. This is called a regional award. So I have a small budget with me that I can give to students who confirm their offers for Middlesex University. So I can give an award to them, a regional award, right? But if you are talking about scholarships, then those are competitive, right? And for that, you have to be a high achiever or a topper to get those scholarships. And that scholarship can be up to 4,000 pounds off the tuition fee.
One other question is here, that's related to the ACCA applicants who are ACCA finalists and seeking admission onto the master's degree.
Yes,
So, is there any program suitable for them straight away, like MSc Accounting and Finance?
yes, there
They can
is.
join
Accounting
offer.
and finance is there. So if I go back, I can show you. accounting and finance program. So we have banking and finance for the masters and investment in finance. So let's say a student wants to opt for the banking and finance, and we scroll down, and the program fee is 16,200 for international students. It's a 1-year full-time program, and it will be available in October. So course contents, again, these ones. Entry requirements, if we click on this.
Yeah, that'll be helpful. So yeah, is there any specification given for ACC students in this entry criteria section?
Well, ACCAs, they get some exemptions, but then again, those exemptions are, most of the exemptions are for the bachelor's degrees, because it's a 1-year program anyway. The master's program is 1 year full time. So if you have a case like that, I can check with the program leader of the banking and finance program, and I can request them to let me know what exemptions can be given to those students.
All right. So that varies case to case. So
that is case by case basis. Yes.
Yeah. So are you going to highlight some other pointers, because we, I think, need to wrap this up, I believe.
Okay. Let me come back to. Yeah. Okay. Controls, stop sharing the screen, I come back,
yeah,
right?
perfect.
And now let me come back to the presentation. Yes. So we were there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So employability, we have talked a lot about different things. So let me just go through it quickly.
Yeah.
Where we
Really
are.
need to just cover it
Yes.
quickly. Because
Yeah.
we are going to have another presentation. So
okay.
Viewers, please stay with us. And we are still available online. So yes, Anusa, please take your time.
Yeah, so our accommodation is available. We have 6 halls of residences, where one is right facing the campus, whereas 2 are 15 minutes by walk, 2 are 15 minutes by bus, one is half an hour by bus. So the farther you move, that is why you see the difference in price from 150 to 180 pounds per week. So closest one is 180 and the farther one is 150. So all rooms have a Wi-Fi access. No one has to share a room. No curfews are there, but it's secure because security officers are on site, and all through the night. All halls have a laundry, but if the student wants to opt for a private accommodation, we have those available. And you can contact the student office if you want a private accommodation, because we want our students to be safe. We have some accommodation that is authorized by Middlesex University. So we have talked about employability, we have talked about the post-study work and the programs with integrated placements. So I'll skip this one. Tuition fees, you have seen how the tuition fees work. Undergraduates are 13,500. Postgraduate range from 14,000 to 16,700, depending upon the program. MBA program, 17,000 pounds for the full 1 year. IBM Enhanced International Business Management, which is an enhanced program, we just spoke about it. So bursary of 1,000 pounds for all the students, whereas high achievers up to 4,000. Here 3,000 is mentioned, but the toppers can get up to 4,000 of their tuition fee.
Okay.
So this is what a standard degree would look like, regardless of the campus that they study in. The degree will mention Middlesex University, London only.
Okay.
Right?
The campus name will not be appearing on it.
The campus name
Will be on the
Like the
transcripts, I
overseas
guess.
campus. Overseas campus name will not be mentioned, but
Okay.
only the main campus name will be mentioned. So I have a small video if I have time. How much time do I have?
Uh, uh,
It's not a long video, but it
yeah,
gives a
okay.
good, yeah.
That's yes, please
So
start.
let me see if
Oh, sure.
if I manage to play it.
Yeah, yeah. Please try this. I think this video has no sound.
I'm sorry, the video is not playing.
It is it is playing, but we can't hear to the sound.
Is it possible I can send you the video and you can play it later on?
Yes, yes, that'll be helpful. We can play it later on.
All
So
right.
Anusab, I think we have covered almost all the pointers, and for the remaining pointers, we can do another session with you
All right.
to cover
Sure.
the rest of the departments, and we
All
can
right.
organize it soon. And we really want to thank you for coming and giving your precious time. Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Before we
Yes.
leave, we have just one question about the scholarship once again. If you
All
please
right.
add and tell us about the £4,000 scholarship, the criteria for that. So we'll just
Right.
elaborate it and we're gonna leave it. Yes,
See,
please.
the scholarships are competitive, as I mentioned. So it depends upon how great your the student scores are. So it has to be like A star in order to go to the £4,000 scholarship. Um, it is obviously in the hands of the university; they will decide. But if your grades are like 90% or above, you can apply for the 4001 scholarship.
Well, thank you so much
Most
for
welcome.
presenting a very nice presentation to us.
Thank you.
I'm sorry for the time. We think that we can cover the rest of the points in another session, hopefully.
All
And
right.
for the viewers, we would like to thank you to give comments. And when they see the video later on, they can WhatsApp or WhatsApp us their details and the
Yes.
documents to us. And thank you so much, Anusa, for being with us.
Most welcome.
And yeah, and take
Thank you for
very
having
good
me.
care of you. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Have a
And
good day
you take
ahead.
care. Have a good
Thank you
day.
so much.
Bye
Have a
bye.
good day to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.